My name is Adrian Ghenie and I'm from Cluj, Romania. Cluj is the capital of Transylvania, which makes everything very easy for the audience to locate. It's the biggest city in Transylvania, around like 350,000, 400. It's one of the most important cities in terms of education, one of the biggest universities there, economically, and so on. It's like a San Francisco or Los Angeles for Romania. But I have to say, the academy and everything was a bit outdated, so they were not really able to give you a full idea about what's going on in the Western world, in the world in general, because they were limited to. You have to understand that probably for an American, you are so used with the idea that you are free, you can do whatever, you can travel. But I grew up with this thing that you can't go there. You are in, you know. I will always be grateful that the fact that they acknowledge that they are a bit clueless. So instead of teach me something wrong or trying to force me to follow a certain path, they agree to leave me alone. People, especially people in the Western world, they have this wrong idea that studying painting in a former communist country, they will teach you socialist realism. So actually it was totally the opposite. My teacher were pretty much into abstract painting, but we wanted to do figurative. I found out about Francis Bacon on the second year in the Art Academy. So can you imagine that? That was 98. I found about Francis Bacon 98, you know. I'm coming from a smaller city, which was far north, next to the Ukrainian border. I remember the only place where you can find a book about art was an antique bookshop. So you can find everything you want about the classical art, from Greeks to Rembrandt and whatever, Picasso, but nothing about really contemporary, you know. Because that was my only source. I was really into that, but I always had this feeling that I'm clueless about contemporary art. So you consume what you have, but you know instinctively that outside there is a lot when you don't have access. But at the same time, you won't let somebody from the inside to tell you how it's the outside, because they say, how do you know? Don't tell me anything. When I have the chance, I will go and I will see myself.